Here comes your pre-market summary for Thursday, June 29th. We're looking at a positive start here for futures heading into what could be an interesting session as far as the overall market is concerned. More comments early on this morning from Fed Chair Powell over in Spain this time, sounding very similar to what we heard yesterday. More hawkish comments coming through. 2 interest rate hikes still being thrown around before the end of the year this year. We'll have a look at the CME Fed Funds tool coming up here, still pointing towards better part of 80% chance of a quarter point coming in July. You saw the board there. That's how the futures are shaping up. 0.25% for the S&P, 0.29 for the Dow, 0.3 for the NASDAQ. Good to see everything, though, positive on the day, including crude oil up about 0.5% now. Was basically flat to kick things off this morning, 1.8 and 2% there for Ethereum and for Bitcoin. A few notable economic releases to come this morning. The first one, initial jobless claims. That has been a market mover over the past couple of weeks. GDP, the final Q1 reading coming through, 1.4% upside expected. We'll bring that to you live at 8:30. And then if you fast forward down here to 10 a.m., there's the quarter PCE reading as well. More closely watch month over month PCE reading comes through tomorrow morning, so stand by for that. But this is the Q1 PCE reading that's going to come through as well. And then some pending home sales data at 10 o'clock this morning. That's overall how the market is shaping up, S&P and the Qs. Both downside again yesterday with this pullback continues for both. We'll have a look at Micron coming up here this morning. Good report for them. Up about 4.5% here pre-market. Yep, AI, the theme of their earnings report once again. We'll touch on that. The banks across the board looking good here in the pre-market after the stress test results were released after the close yesterday. For the most part, all were better than expected. Charles Schwab actually ends up top of the list as far as performers are concerned. So Schwab looking good here in the pre-market. We'll talk about that coming up. NVIDIA as well. Back on watch, the CFO coming out after the close yesterday, making comments about these new Chinese export rules, saying, yeah, it's going to be a problem, but shouldn't be that much of a hit as far as financials are concerned for NVIDIA. Oxy back upside, Berkshire in there buying the dip once again to the tune of about 2.14 million shares of Occidental over the past couple of days. New AI investment here for Salesforce announced today in the UK, $4 billion worth going into the UK for Salesforce. And yeah, it's Virgin Galactic Day. We're expecting this flight to take off at some point today. So we'll touch on space as well. Grab the watch list there. Use the QR code, guys, bottom right corner of the screen. We'll see you coming up at 8:30 on TraderTV.Live.